Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. You're probably looking at the runtime now and going, this is a little shorter than I would expect for one of my videos. Yeah, I feel like this is a consequence of trying to do everything in patch release order, is every now and then we're gonna end up with probably a short episode because there's only one quest to deal with, and that's kind of the case today. Because today we're starting the trial series for Shadowbringers, and there's only one quest this patch. Although, to be fair, it is a bit of a doozy. Now we're back here in the Alamegan Quarter. You might remember this from the beginning of the patch series, and we're finally ready to pick up Ruby Doomsday. And if you didn't know what we were going up against, this probably tipped you off. Dekumon, glad you can make it. As you may have heard, Commander Alden has given orders to embark from Alliance headquarters to hold back the advance of the Empire's latest menace. Not that the soldiers stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front lines against these new weapons. If they're designed to slay primals, they'd make short work of us and mere mortals as well. Mind you, it's Gaius Belsar and his followers who've led the charge so far. By all accounts, they've been giving as good as they got. Unfortunately, their sorties have met with little success. I dare say they'd benefit greatly from your presence on the battlefield. If you're ready, my colleague over at Porta Praetoria will show you the way. Well, I am definitely ready. Porta Praetoria. Oh, that's over by our Aetheryte at the beginning of the area. Awesome. Makes my life so much easier when I can just teleport there. I mean, it's not like the Alamegan Aetheryte is inconvenient, but this one is just so much easier to navigate through. On your way to headquarters, I take it? I am indeed. I remember this area. This is where we entered the Gimlet Dark. Hell, there's the entrance for it right there. There's Gaius, admiring the banners of the Eorzean Alliance. My, how we have grown over the years, right? First there were 3, then 4, then 6. So, your mind is set. Then I shall apprise you of the situation. We have discovered that the previously abandoned Ultima Weapon project is being helmed by the reformed 7th Legion. They have already succeeded in producing several prototypes, one of which is set to be deployed on the Eorzean front. Its name, the Ruby Weapon. Like I said, 7 was the big hint right here. Yeah, we're going up against Final Fantasy VII's weapon series for these trials. Severa and I were able to get within striking distance during one of its test runs and made an attempt to destroy it. An attempt that ended in failure, alas. Based on our knowledge of the original Ultima weapon, the explosives we employed should have been sufficient to blast through its armor plating, but they barely left a mark. We suspect the gifts of its predecessor may have proven the source of its resilience. As you well know, the Ultima weapon was designed to absorb ether from icons, and the Ruby weapon no doubt shares that ability. If any were summoned during the uprisings in Garlemald's occupied territories, and thereafter consumed, our enemy would become all the more formidable. But its near impenetrable armor was only the beginnings of our troubles. Now what? It fought back, with whip-like claws that can be extended and contracted at will. In the face of such opposition, we were forced to withdraw. Gaius was injured shielding me from the Ruby weapon's assault. Even now, he struggles to stand. Damn it all. If I hadn't been so careless, this wouldn't have happened. You need not concern yourself. Let us not forget that I am the one who initiated the Ultima Weapon project. If I must give my life to bury this shameful legacy, then so be it. If you were to face it as you are now, you'd be cut down before you even hobbled within firing distance. In any case, we can't afford to lose the information in your head on both the foe we face and the Empire itself. We all know that asking for Dekumon's assistance presents our best chance of stopping that war machina. 'Tis true that if anyone were capable of putting down such a monstrosity, it would be him. You just rankle because it's me. Though I have no right to ask this of you, will you lend us your strength? Look, man, we have history, but at the same time, I'm not going to say no. I'm not one to back down from a fight. I do this for Eorzea. Nah. I am definitely one who will step up to any fight I see. You have my thanks. and mine, though I must impress upon you the urgency of the situation. We have received word that the Empire is preparing to advance on the Gimlet Dark. That is where we will intercept them. If our fears are proven correct, the ruby weapon will be among their host. Should it break through the lines, there is no telling the devastation it will wreak. Make no mistake, the very survival of Eorzea hangs in the balance. Once you have steeled yourself for the battle ahead, your escort will lead the way. Hello, escort. Alright. Let us see this ruby weapon in action. What price must the world pay for my hubris? A short while earlier, in the Garlean-occupied city of WERLYT's Magitech installation. Wow, I actually got through that. Oh, damn. That's the ruby weapon? Commencing ruby weapon activation sequence. All units stand by. Look at this thing! It is freaky as all get out! Holy cow! God, that face. Oh my god. Initiating synthetic orosite system. Fusion successful. No signs of incompatibility. Awaiting your signal. Who's piloting this thing? Ruby weapon. Codename Darkness. Ready for launch. And why am I getting Gundam feels here? Or I don't know, maybe Evangelion feels would be better. Oh god, no, definitely Evangelion feels. Oh god, you expect me to fight that thing? Oh, that is creepy looking. Vordelin has briefed me on our mission. I am to take you as far as our expected point of contact with the ruby weapon. Once we arrive, the rest is up to you, I'm afraid. Well, me and 7 other people. Time to go for the Cinder Drift. And yeah, as a trial, I can't use the duty support system, so real people it is. Cinder Drift. Though the original Ultima weapon, piloted by Gaius Balsar, was destroyed in the decisive battle at the Praetorium, Garlemald has been secretly developing its successor. Now, this diabolical melding of Allagan and Garlean technologies has been deployed to annihilate those who would oppose the Empire. At the behest of none other than Gaius Balsar himself, you cross the scorched battlefield of the Gimlet Dark to halt this crimson menace before it lays waste to Eorzea. Item level is 455, there is no downsync, so we should probably be able to plow through this thing without too much difficulty. Time for the Cinder Drift. Oh man, these battlefields look like crap. Uh-oh. Oh, on the plus side, this music kicks. There it is. Mark III Anti-Icon War Machina, the Ruby Weapon. Enemy detected. Commencing attack. I suppose that's the pilot, and we know the pilot's female. God damn, look at them feet. Those are thick. All right, we are ready to roll. Give them their warning. Get my wind buff on, and we are off to the races. That looks good. That looks really good. We did a lot of good damage here. Already knocked him down to 85%. It is beautiful. Uh-oh. He's teleporting. That's never a good sign. Deploying Flexi Claws. Oh, these are gonna be a thing, aren't they? Oh, they are so a thing! Oh, I remember this. Liquefaction, you need to be standing on the marks or you are gonna start sinking into the sand. I remember this one. Because I died to this one at least once, and it looks like our poor monk also died to it. Oh, that's not good. I'm not standing in front of that. Woo! That optimized Ultima smarts. You won't even see them. Oh, the claws are coming again. Then again, we've already got this thing to half. Oh, that's new. Oh, they're gonna explode around those markers, aren't they? I'll just wait here. Ah, no, I guess I'm not quite waiting there. Oh dear. High-powered homing. Oh, hell no. No, you stay away from our dang poor healers. They do not deserve the abuse you're keeping upon them. Teleported again. Oh, Raven's Flight? Oh, what? Oh, this is gonna be a thing. Oh, this is gonna be a thing. I see it is a straight up thing, and we're down a healer, and our poor monk's dead again. Such speed. Don't sound like you're in control. Excuse me, I'm gonna actually be giving you a wash here. Stamp. That is straight up the tank buster. I remember that. I was on the wrong end of that a few times. Ruby Dynamics? Oh, hi. Big old sweep attack. And then spread the fook out. We're good right here. We are doing good. We're doing damn good. Only had a couple of deaths. Here come them claws again. Ah, this gang again. We're gonna do, undermine, that's new. That is stay away from the marks. Almost got him. This wasn't so bad. And I gotta say, I really love this remix of the Ultima Weapon theme done by the Primals. They kick ass. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a DPS race. This is straight up a DPS race. And we got it. Right? We got it? He zeroed out. Right? Activating oversoul? What? Increasing pilot override rate to 100%. Commencing force shutdown and system oh no. Oh no, what the hell is going on? Darnus? Wait. Raven's No! No fucking way! Nail! It is Nail! The nail from the binding coil. Oh shit! God, the music's going all in. Oh, this thing has a second form. Oh God, that's creepy. The limit gauge resets. Really? Really? Did the limit gauge have to reset? We'll call that a mistake. Alright. Oh, we don't have positionals now. That's convenient. Oh. Dalamud Reborn? What? Are you out of your freaking mind? Oh, that's a thing I want to hit. I want to hit this. I'm trying to avoid. Yeah, ow! That's smarted. I'm pretty sure I want this thing dead. I'm really sure I want this thing dead. And this does have a positional. Dalamud is reborn. Are you out of your freaking mind? Why? Why would you resurrect that god awful? Oh my God, I can see it. I don't want it. I don't want it. That's not good. I don't want to stand in this. Dalamud has fallen, oh god. Yeah, that's smarted. That's straight up smarted. Holy crap. I need to recharge. Oh, come on, not again. He did not make another one. Did he? Or she? I don't want to deal with this crap. Oh, hi. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stand here. This seems safer. The dead center seems like a bad spot, guys. Oh, God, these are reminding me of Coil 9, and I do not like Coil. Oh, God. I did not see that coming. And neither did the monk, apparently. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, recharged. Oh, I know this. I've seen this. We want somebody to stand in each of these. Yep. We have to block the meteors while other people break them. Other people need to break them. They need to break them. This is getting a little heavy here. Please, thank you. Oh, I did not realize I was out of juice. Dalamud is falling! Dalamud is falling. That's smarting. Screw this. Oh no, I got beat to it by the mechanist? Oh, dang it. The D-pad on this thing's a little touchy still. I'm trying to get used to it. What the fresh hell was that? Oversoul. Well, that was a hell of a thing. Someone care to explain what the heck that was about? Why was there a freaking giant mutated Nail Van Darnus in this thing? Even from afar, your figure was unmistakable. As ever, an impressive display. Yeah, I didn't get to pop the LB3 though. Though as I am yet unsure, you will concur. The Ultima weapon pales in comparison to this new monstrosity. If their research is allowed to continue, the next model will be nigh on unstoppable. With that in mind, the Alliance has listened in help of... Wait, I hear something. Hmm? Who are you? And why do I feel like I should know you? Here to sift through what remains of the ruby weapon, are you? Hmm? Bunch of aura. Ali! What do you think you're doing? Ali? Father! Father? It has been too long, Alphonse. And you too, Rex. Ooh, okay, if that's Rex, Rex is not happy to see Daddy. Given that the Empire is proceeding with the weapon project and making inroads into Eorzea, I suppose it was only a matter of time until our paths crossed. It's wonderful to see you again, Father, although I can't say I think much of the company you've been keeping. I know a lot's happened, but I'm just glad you're all right. And now, you can come back to Garlemald with us. To what? My days serving the Empire are over. Because you're suspected of assassinating Emperor Varys? No. Though I suppose that is technically part of it. But we know you'd never do a thing like that. There must be a way to prove your innocence. Then everything can go back to the way it was. Gaius, you want to explain? Okay, I suppose the echo can do it for you. So, he found you two shivering on the roadside when he was going through WERLYT. Lucky for you, eh? If he hadn't, we'd probably be dead by now. As for us three, our parents all died in the epidemic. We'd still be begging on street corners if it weren't for him. I just wish there was a way we could repay Lord Gaius for all the kindness he's shown us. He fights for the Empire, so we should too. That'll make him proud of us. You're saying we should join the army? I don't think that's a good idea. Everyone in WERLYT was scared of the Guardians. Why would we want to be like them? Lord Gaius is different. I know he is. It's like a whole bunch of kids at the same time. It's very irritating to keep these voices separate. You're right. He always says that the strong should lead the weak. Maybe that's why he took us in. Because he sees you as weak. Yeah. Alright. If becoming a soldier is what it takes, I'll do it. Who's with me? Count me in. And maybe one day, people will look up to us like we do Lord Gaius. So Gaius had himself his band of war orphans. Lovely. Then it's settled. From now on, we're all brothers and sisters fighting for the same cause. Brothers and sisters? Then that would make Lord Gaius our father. Well, if he doesn't mind us calling him that, I suppose so. And that makes you our big brother, since you're the oldest. You'd better be nice to us, or I'm telling father. Gaius, you want to explain? Child soldiers, Gaius, seriously? Father, since you went away, a lot has changed in the Empire. For us too. If we'd known that you were still out there, still alive, none of this would have happened. What do you mean? The truth is... Oof. Oh dear. I suppose that's our cue to get out of here before the frickin' Empire causes us more trouble. If you must go, I will not stop you. But answer me this. Who was piloting the ruby weapon? We all know that Nell Van Darnus has not returned from the dead. Who do you think? It was Melisandre. Oh dear. No. No, I refuse to believe that. Oh, she's adorable. I refuse to believe you would let that happen. She was a sister to you, to all of you. We only want to finish what you started. And while we will never forget all you have done for us, the next time we meet, it shall be as enemies. Goodbye, Father. As for you, hero of Eorzea, you'll pay for what you did to Melisandre. I swear it. Oof. I think I just made a new friend. Well, plus side, we now have the ruby weapon. Or what's left of it, at least. I doubt it's going to be super functional after popping a giant nail out of its back. Just a heads up, if there are a lot of just weird pauses, gaps, and such in this, it's because the local dogs, by local I mean the landlords, have been going completely bonkers, and I'm doing my best to try and cut out as much as possible between them. So if I miss a few, I apologize. If I have to talk over a few, I also apologize. That being said, it's still very aggravating. Like, poor Gaius here seems to be very aggravated. Or at least lost in thought. Was that? It is! Sid! What are you doing here, man? Oh, I should know. Ruby weapon, right? Well, well. Gaius Van Baelsau, we meet again. Come to see how your precious weapon project has been proceeding in your absence, have you? You have come to collect data on the Ruby weapon, correct? The pilot, Melisandre, should still be inside the cockpit. I will ask Voldane to escort you to the wreckage. You know, I think that's the most emotion I've seen out of him in a while. Any idea who this Melisandre is? An imperial crony of his, perhaps? Actually closer to adopted daughter than anything. One of the orphans. Gaius always did have an eye for talent and a mind to nurture it. In fact, Livius Junius was another protege of his. That might explain why she was so obsessed with him. He even took me under his wing when my father became obsessed with the Meteor Project. It's strange that I felt closer to Gaius than my own flesh and blood. Then, my father and countless others lost their lives in the Boscia incident. Although he was acting under Emperor Solus's orders, he masterminded the whole thing. I begged him to reconsider, to put an end to this madness, but my words fell on deaf ears. That's when I turned to Gaius for support, but he was as much a pawn of the Empire as my father, and refused to intervene. And when my turn came to serve, I defected and fled to Eorzea. I blamed Gaius as much as any of them, perhaps even more, for the barbaric acts carried out in the name of conquest. But when we met at the Praetorium, all the hatred that had been festering inside me just seemed to fade away, and I remembered the man I once respected. Ah. To think the dreaded Black Wolf was a mere plaything of the Ascians, who left him broken and disgraced, having sent thousands of his men to early graves. It's more than most could bear, and now the lives of the children he raised hang in the balance. Any personal grievances I have with Gaius can wait. I'd best gather what information I can on the Ruby weapon, but I'll be back as soon as possible. Good. I suspect it'll take a whole patch before we get any proper information out of this, but still. At least it's good to know Sid's on the job, especially considering he's not involved with Eden. I mean, granted, he can't be involved with Eden because he can't get to the first, so this is a good excuse as any to have something with Sid. If Sid is as I remember him, it will not take long for him to finish investigating the remains of the Ruby weapon. He never was one to waste time. Oh, am I gonna get some actual concrete information on the Ruby weapon now? This oversoul thing is very interesting. I'd love to hear more about it. My engineers are still in the field, but there's something I thought you should know right away. It's about the pilot. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but if Melisandre is dead, I only hope she was not made to suffer. Death would have been a kindness. In all my years, I've never seen such a perversion of science and nature. Her body was fused with the Ruby weapon's core. Those last moments must have been spent in pure agony as her very life's essence was drained from her. What? So, she was sacrificed to power that infernal machine. Is that what the oversoul part was? We must act quickly if we are to prevent the Empire from committing further atrocities. Dekumon, is there any other information you can share with us regarding the Ruby weapon prior to its deactivation? Oh yeah. How about the giant nail that popped out of its back? Nail Van Darnus. Did the Legatus mean that much to Melisandre? From what I gather, it sounds as if data based on Nail's combat capabilities was used to override the pilot's consciousness after she was fused with the core. That's why it was Darnus. If this technology is perfected, and the Empire begins implanting the memories of renowned warriors such as the White Raven into its soldiers, the Alliance won't stand a chance. Is such a thing even possible? That's more or less how soul crystals work. A similar method of transference was used on the prototype Estinian fought, was it not? Yeah, we remember this. Your friend did mention he overheard the Signiferi loading various sets of data into the test model during the battle. It would appear that the system has been improved since then. I wouldn't call a system that literally kills its pilot improved. While it may bear some similarities, we don't know for certain until we've analyzed the wreckage of the ruby weapon. It cannot be denied that combining combat data from an experienced soldier with the powers of an icon has yielded remarkable results. But in doing so, the Empire has sunk to the very depths of depravity. This is beyond forgiveness. For once, I agree with you. Yet one question remains unanswered. How were they able to obtain data on someone who was supposedly killed prior to the calamity? I think we might be partially responsible for that one. That's what I'm trying to determine. There's one possibility I'd like to explore, but I'll need to carry out a more thorough investigation first. Yeah, I kind of think they might have gotten the data from us when we fought her in turn 9. Or, you know, someone close to us at least. Maybe we have a traitor or a spy. Severa will provide support while you are in the field. Not only is she extremely well versed in the latest in Gallian technology, there are a few soldiers I would rather have watching my back. Aww. That's good. Can't have Sid getting taken out by a random sniper soldier anywhere. In the meantime, Voldane and I will follow the ruby weapon's tracks back to its point of origin. We will learn what we can of the weapon project and the manner in which Alphonse and the others are involved. Should we uncover anything of value, we will relay it to the troops stationed here. For now, I suggest you use this lull in Gallian activity to recuperate. Recuperate, he says. Like I don't have 1,000 other things to do. Would I be correct in guessing that this belated reunion with those darling orphans of yours has stirred up memories of your time in Garlemald? Remember our agreement, Gaius. Agreement? If you so much as think of returning to your Imperial masters, I will kill you. Oh. Gaius is not the Shadow Hunter entirely by choice, I see. I mean, granted, he's probably perfectly fine with hunting down Ascians, but he'd probably rather be doing it from inside the Empire. A couple interesting revelations there, I imagine. So, you put down the ruby weapon. Gods, I wish I could have seen it. Not from too close, mind. I suppose I should report news of your victory to the higher-ups. I realize you must have been through quite the ordeal, but could you give me a quick summary of the battle? Yeah, I suppose I could. Oh, you make it sound so easy. From the way you tell it, anyone would think you slay hulking brutes like that for a living. I'll put all of this into a report, and leave a copy over there should you fancy a bit of light reading. Anyway, I expect you've got more pressing matters to take care of, like going for a celebratory pint, or knocking off a few more gods. If the Guardians pluck up the courage to come knocking again, we'll let you know. Until then, rest up. And I'm sure you will. Next patch. Oh, I'm gonna get a cutscene here, aren't I? Yep. Meanwhile, in the WERLYT Magitech installation. Our 4 remaining orphans. Oh, we didn't see you last time.
We should have told him the truth. He'd be able to help us. I know he would.
That's exactly the problem, Ellie. If he knew the true nature of the weapon project, he'd find some way to interfere. We've come too far to back down now. I won't let Melisandre's death be in vain. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me guess. Blue hair is gonna pilot the sapphire weapon, green hair is gonna pilot the emerald weapon, right? Even if that means going against Father's wishes. After all, he's supposed to be the leader, so I suspect whatever weapon is left is gonna be piloted by Alphonse. Then what about you, Allie? Cheer up, Alphonse. We can all go back to being one happy family after we've dealt with those pesky Eolzians. It'll just be like old times. If only it were that simple. There's no guarantee any of us will make it back alive. Excuse me? I think you're forgetting whose turn it is next, O ye of little faith. With me at the helm of the sapphire weapon, it'll be over before you know it. Called it. I mean, come on, look at the hair. It was a dead giveaway.
Whatever happens, Rex, promise you'll come back to us. I couldn't bear to lose you too.
I'm sorry, Rex's voice is kind of inconsistent. Well, that was rather entertaining. And as you can see, we've also gained a quest over here, which will unlock the extreme versions of the various weapons as we clear them, which I don't really care about on this character because we're not doing extremes on this character. So, that's gonna be it for this one. I apologize if it's a little short and there's some extra dog barks in here. I cannot help the second as best I can. I try, but sometimes you gotta deal with the ones you get. So, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzean and Novrant adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.